Hey, what is up, guys? So one of the many things coming out of San Diego Comic-Con that we heard about was, of course, how awesome and lovable Baby Groot is going to be. It seems to be that he's going to be like the highlight of the movie according to every single report from the footage and what they were saying about him. Now, of course, an interesting thing that comes up is since he is Baby Groot, he's not necessarily the same character in terms of who he was in the last movie. Last time, we saw Groot explode and Rocket took the little piece and replanted it, and then now we have this brand new Baby Groot. Well, recently we actually got Kevin Feige, who is of course the president of Marvel Studios, and he says, and I quote, "He remembers he's not mentally a baby, he is still Groot. I sort of equate it to Spock circa the end of Search of Spock and The Voyage Home." Now, if you guys don't know what he's saying, essentially, if you watch Star Trek, if you ever watched The Search for Spock or The Voyage Home, at the end of Wrath of Khan, Spock is no more. He's gone and he's presumed dead. Now, in The Search for Spock, when the crew of the Enterprise comes home, William Shatner's character, James T. Kirk, who's the captain, learns that Spock's spirit is still actually in the mind of Bones, who's Dr. McCoy. And this actually starts a brand new journey, and Spock does eventually return. Now, of course, he is generally the same Spock, but there are a few subtle changes, I guess you could say, because, well, his mind was elsewhere and he's kind of over here. So it's a long story. I would suggest you watch the movie, watch the entire trilogy, you could say, which starts with Wrath of Khan and then, obviously goes to Search for Spock and then ends in The Voyage Home to kind of understand it if you're into that. But essentially what he's saying here is, yes, it's a brand new Groot, but it's not a brand new Groot. You're going to get the same character, he's just going to be slightly different. And then he also talks a little bit about the movie and the relationship between Rocket and Groot, and he adds, "When it comes to the Guardians of the Galaxy film, a James Gunn script, it's not just about the funny, it's not just about the action, it's about the heart, and the amount of heart that you get out of the trash panda raccoon. And now, this little twig baby Groot is actually awe-inspiring. It's amazing what he's done with those two." Now, if you guys follow James Gunn, you will know that he goes to all sorts of, animal sanctuaries and loves to be with animals. He has a ton in his house, and, he loves to just interact with them. And obviously, you see how great he did with Rocket Raccoon, and we put a lot of emotion in there. Now it seems like they're going to play around with that and do a little bit of that with the Groot and kind of tie everything around and make both of these characters more emotional. I think that's honestly pretty awesome. So I'm super excited by this movie. Everything that they're saying sounds awesome. I like the direction they're heading with Groot, and I think they're going to be able to, hit it out of the ballpark. I mean, it's James Gunn. I trust this dude to be able to do it. Look at what he did with Guardians. He made them a household name, and 5 months before the movie, no one thought that was going to be possible. So I'm super pumped. I can't wait to see this new Groot. Can't wait to see the new relationship between Groot and Rocket. You guys let me know your thoughts on it down below.